Welcome back to another episode of Bass with Captain Lou. Yes, I know I've been off camera for a very long time. Reason for it, I've been guiding a lot and I've been fishing a lot. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what's been working for me lately out here in the Everglades, and it's all about the Finesse Topwater. Stick around, you do not want to miss this video. Oh my God. Here. Oh my goodness, look at this. The fishing right now in the Everglades is on fire. Why is that? The water is very, very low right now. All the fish are heavily concentrated in the canals. And when you want to catch a lot of fish and you want to catch big fish and have explosive bites, the Finesse Topwater is one of the key baits you should have tied on to some of your rods right now, because let me tell you, some big peacocks and some big bass are on the prowl to eat. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover what is considered, or what I consider, Finesse Topwater. I'm also going to explain to you guys the gear that I throw it on. And lastly, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you guys 2 upgrades that I do to these Finesse Topwaters that help secure the bite for me and help these lures last a lot longer. Okay, so what does a Finesse Topwater lure consist of? In this particular case, I'm holding on to one of the main baits that I love throwing this time of year. That's the popper. That's the Finesse popper. This happens to be a Rebel popper. Old school lure, but let me tell you, this thing right here flat out catches fish. Other stuff that I consider Topwater Finesse are the prop baits, little spooks, and the popper that I just mentioned. And the reason why these things are so effective right now, or these baits are so effective right now, is because, like I mentioned earlier, the concentration of fish right now in the canals are very, very high. So the fish right now are hunting these bait fish, and what better lure to mimic bait fish than a Topwater Finesse lure? Let me tell you, when you guys come across the areas that are concentrated with bass and peacock, they're going to quickly let you know that the Finesse Topwater is on the menu, because the strikes are going to be explosive and the fish are going to be pretty nice. So when it comes to outfits, I focus on 2 particular outfits. The first one is my bait casting outfit. In this particular case right here, I am showcasing the Caden 713. That means it's a 7-foot 1-inch rod, and it's a 3-power. That means it's a medium power rod. And the reason why this rod right here is so effective, it's because this bait right here, or this rod right here, I'm sorry, complements this Finesse Topwater. In this case, I'm showing you guys the boyo, the spook boyo. You guys know I love this Topwater bait, and I consider it a Finesse Topwater. And when a nice bass or peacock hits this bait right here, or hits this lure, this rod and reel combo absorbs that impact and fights the fish nicely. Now, the other combination of rod and reel that I love throwing Finesse Topwater on is my spinning outfit and my 3-powered spinning rod. In this particular case, I know I love my Dobbins, but in this case I happen to have a St. Croix Premier rod. It's one of my oldest rods, and this rod right here is a medium powered rod. It's a 7-foot medium power rod. It's spinning, but I do have it on a Dobbins Maverick spinning reel, and I have it on a 2000 size. This combination right here is fantastic for prop baits, which also falls, like I mentioned earlier, into the Finesse Topwater family. And the reason for it, why it's such a good combination, meaning, again, when a nice bass or peacock hits this particular lure, it absorbs that bass or the impact of that peacock so well, but yet you're able to fight the fish comfortably on a very light fishing rod. When it comes to fishing line and all that good stuff. I'm using braid as my primary line. In this particular case, I'm using 20-pound 9-strand braid, but I do have it tied on with a 15-pound or a 12-pound monofilament leader. You guys know I love fishing with leaders, especially when it comes to topwater fishing for bass and peacock, and this combination of these type of fishing lines have not let me down yet. Okay, so you got your rod, you got your lure, you're ready to go. Now, where do you throw this particular bait? Well, out here in the Everglades, as you guys know, it is jam-packed with vegetation. You got vegetation, you got rocks, and you got wood. Perfect combination for these nice bass and peacock to hide in. So what you want to find is you want to find yourself areas or open or exposed areas that you're able to work these lures effectively. Because remember, all these lures come with treble hooks. So fishing around vegetation, your casting skill set has to be pretty good, so you don't get hung up in these pads or in these types of vegetation or in the wood or in the rocks. However, practice your casting and get close to that cover. Those big peacock and those big bass are hiding in that cover right now. Especially as the day gets warmer, the peacock are gonna get a little bit more active and the bass are gonna seek refuge in the shade. When your topwater lure reaches these particular areas, be ready, because the explosions are gonna be insane. When it comes to working these particular lures, okay, there is no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to fishing finesse topwater. You may want to start fishing the finesse topwater lure slowly and see what the bass's mood or the peacock bass's mood are. If that's not working, then you can go ahead and pick up your retrieve. You pick up your retrieve, you fish a little faster. You start fishing a little faster, you start noticing swirls or you start noticing blow-ups, then you know that that's the speed you should stay at. If you're still not getting bit, believe it or not, you can go a little faster as well, especially on a prop bait. You guys see those videos out in the Amazon where they're fishing those big prop baits and they're chopping it really hard. Same thing applies with these little topwater lures as well. These little guys right here, you chop them pretty good, and trust me, when a big peacock or bass wants to eat it, they're going to blow up on this particular lure. When it comes to landing a fish, take your time. Take your time when you land the fish. Let the rod do the work. Let your reel do the work. Don't get excited and start horsing that bass or peacock bass around. Let your gear work for you when you come across that big fish. Set that drag properly and let the rod and reel work for you. And trust me, when that fish is ready, it's gonna come back, it's gonna come up to the surface and it's gonna lay there for you to scoop it with the net. I appreciate it if you stayed to the end of this video, and my deal was I'm going to share with you 2 modifications that I do to my topwater finesse lures after I take them out of the box. In this particular case, this is like I mentioned, a Rebel popper that I have not taken out of the box, but I want you guys to see something really close in this picture. And that is, look at the size of the split ring and look at the size of the hooks that this little lure comes in. Okay, folks, when it comes to the Everglades, this is too small. Split rings are too small, too weak. The treble hooks are too small. So what do is I go ahead and I change them out. I put in bigger split rings and I put in a size bigger hook. It's not going to affect your lure. I talk to you guys about this all the time. Here in this particular case, I have the Boyo. I got a much bigger split ring and I changed out the hooks to a much better quality type of hook. Reason for it is because we just don't have peacock or bass here. We got Oscars, Mayans, Jaguar, Bowfin, Gar. We have a host of a bunch of fish that will tear these baits apart if you don't have the proper gear and the tough gear in order to withstand the abuse. So there you guys have it, the topwater finesse lures. I'm gonna get back to fishing because the fishing is unbelievable. I have an unbelievable day so far and I'm anxious to get going. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of fishing. Guys, if you guys want to come out here and enjoy the Everglades, please go to my website down below, bassitwithcaptainlou.com. Book yourself a guide trip. The next month is going to be insane. Do not miss out. Like this video, share this video, better yet subscribe. The community is growing. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care of yourself.